Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review with me. Once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. You like reviews? Go check out the link in the description of his channel down below. While you're there, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're trying to grow 1,000 subs this year for 1,000 subs. We will lead 1,000 subs for 1,000. At least we'll try. We'll make the effort. So today we are talking about a second MLP show. They did a back-to-back show last week. So they did Global Wars on Saturday. They did the Uprising show on Sunday, and today we're reviewing the Uprising.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is it was it actually filmed on two separate days or did
Yes,
they
it
just
was.
double
It was
film?
two separate days, yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember when tickets went on sale.
Okay.
Yeah. But we start off, it's Mascarada Dorada, surprisingly, and Bhupinder Gujar against Jake Christ and Michael Allen Richard Clark.
Well, we said where are all the Mexicans and apparently they're here.
They're here. He was all the Mexicans.
He was all the Mexicans.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a tag match. It's good on Gujar. I like,
It's entertaining. It was
yeah,
well crafted for what it is. You could tell though when uh what's his name? Oh my gosh.
Michael Allen Richard
Was it
Clark.
who was it Mascara Dorada?
Yeah.
You could tell when these guys get like they're just taking jobs and they're like so exhausted. Like not that
Hmm.
he wrestled bad, but you could see like he was like, "Oh, I'm on my like seventh show of the week. I'm just gonna give you this."
I'll give you the greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was still a good match for an opener.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. And Gujar, we always watch, like, enjoy watching Gujar.
And what's the guy? What's the other dude's name?
Michael Allen, Jake Christ.
Both of them were
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Yeah. It was a fun opener. That's what you want in an opener, right? Just something entertaining to get you hyped up for the rest of the show. Dorada and Bhupinder Gujar get the win here, which surprisingly Gujar got the pin.
Yeah.
So good on him. Our next match is Alice Crowley and Evil Uno against Taylor Rising and Chris Chambers.
Well, maybe it's because it's in a smaller dose, but Crowley was even better in this match than she was on the last show.
Yeah.
And like she's really good.
Yeah. She's
I'm
she's a special talent.
I don't know how
There's a lot to look.
nobody's like she's doing juggalo wrestling. Like she should
Yeah.
be signed.
Yeah. So, but this again was entertaining. Even Evil Uno, like I know he's packed on a few pounds, but
He was never really that good anyways, let's be
no.
honest.
But he's always been entertaining though.
Yeah, he can work in the ring. He's
Yeah.
been around. He's worked with so many different.
Styles and different technical issues, but yeah, we're talking about Evil Uno. Like he's worked with so many different people,
Yeah.
can work so many different styles. Like he can do everything, Evil Uno. So he's a good talent to have in the ring. Alice Crowley does get the win here though. So with that,
Good.
our third match of the night is the Swirl, Blake Christian and Lee Johnson against El Reverso, our boy El Reverso and Mo Jabari.
This was actually a really good match.
This was nonstop action the whole time. Like
Yeah,
they did not stop this match.
Blake Christian is really good. Like
Yeah.
he's I don't know how old he is, so you can send Timmy to figure that out. But
Yeah, Timmy's on that.
he's somewhere in like the range of like a Ricochet or a Will
He's
Ospreay.
only 28.
He's not as good as those two, but he's in like their class of wrestling styles. Like he's maybe like a year of really working to being like an elite wrestler.
I didn't even know he was signed to WWE for a year.
Well, I didn't know that either.
Hmm.
I just remember he was like the GCW champion.
Yeah. But yeah, he's really good. He's a good talent. And even Big Shotty Lee Johnson, he's really improving. Really,
Oh, he's been good for a while. I don't think he has, at least not yet. He doesn't have that like wow factor, but he is a really solid
yeah. Is he
wrestler
still
in
the
ring.
pure champion?
I don't remember. I don't like Ring of Honor is hard to follow because we don't watch it week to week, and they only
Yeah.
have three pay-per-views a year.
Yeah. So, but I liked when he was doing the Legends tour on the pure championship
Yeah,
run. Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
really, and he's surpassed. Everybody was talking about Brian Keith, but I think he surpassed Brian Keith in terms of like,
Wait, was he the pure champion?
wasn't he the pure champ?
No, wasn't it Lee Lee
Lee Moriarty. It's a
This guy
Lee
was the TV title,
TV champion. Yeah, yeah,
TV champion. Yeah.
yeah.
I told you the biggest problem between those two guys is not just the Lee part. It's that
Their styles are so
they're so
similar.
similar, and they're the way that they I don't know what you call it. Your ring gear is
Yeah,
like they're just and they were together as a group for a
as a group
while.
at one time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. The Swirl do end up getting the win here. So with that, we're already getting our blow off match. Kaito Kiyomiya against Bishop Dyer.
God,
This is the
this was really good.
best Bishop Dyer match I've ever seen
Oh yeah, of all time.
of all time. Yeah. Where
It,
was this when he was in WWE?
this might be the best match of the entire 2 days.
2 days?
Like it was really good. I was not expecting it to be this good.
This
And it
good,
actually
yeah.
had like a story, which
Hmm.
I don't know if they did it purposely so that they can carry it over to Noah later, but it's like
To be fair, the Bishop Dyer does have good like ring awareness, so he knows how to tell a story.
well, he was at the top of WWE at one point, which was
Yeah.
very strange to both of us.
Yeah, he was the top of WWE, the top of NXT. Dusty really liked him.
But the thing is, like, what we were not used to seeing on these types of shows, like the multiverses and blah blah
Hmm.
blah, is storytelling in matches because they're not going anywhere with these stories. They're all just like one
Yeah.
off, one and done matches.
Yeah,
Like
but
this
I
one,
think Bishop Dyer had the wherewithal. We're a tag team here. We're not going to have another match, so let's do a blow off match.
and then it doesn't even feel like a blow off match. It feels like they have a beef now at the end of the
Yeah.
match because he
And
doesn't
who
he beat
knows,
him
maybe at
up.
Multiverse this is going to continue.
I don't even remember. Doesn't he beat him up at the end of the match?
Yeah,
Yeah. So there you go.
because Kaito Kiyomiya does win here, and then Bishop Dyer does a post-match beatdown. So, with that, our next match is we are getting an impromptu match. Bryce Hansen, after pissing off Daisuke Sasaki in the back of the arena at the beginning of the show, we have a match with him and Sasaki. And this one was not as good as the others. Like they were
It,
talking
it
about Sasaki being this hardcore guy, and he really didn't show much in this.
it wasn't like a bad match in terms of like
Hmm.
entertainment value. Like it was a fun enough watch, but like nothing really happened here for you to be like,
Yeah,
wow. And it also like a lot of the wild stuff that
was very tame.
uh, what's this
Sasaki.
Sasaki does is it came off like he was actually hurting himself doing those things and
Yeah.
like every time he would
When he did the moonsault with the chair
yeah
and he let yeah.
the moonsault the chair. Then when he dove out of the ring, when he dove out of
Hmm.
the ring the other time, then both like spears into the table. Looked like he hit his head
Yeah.
off the table both times.
But I understand because I know what Demore is trying to do here with MLP. He wants it to be a very family friendly type of event. So
He's the TNA that we get that we see
mhm.
regularly is still using the Scott Demore formula, even though he's not booking.
Yeah.
The style of storytelling booking wise isn't the same as Scott Demore's is now in TNA, but
Yeah.
the way that they book the match types is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So like the hardcore matches we watch in TNA is exactly what you get on MLP.
Yeah.
Like the storytelling sort of like the way that they matches play out
Yeah. It's a little different. Yeah.
is a little different, but it's like a very similar style of hardcore
Yeah.
matches where it's like you're gonna get a table spot, you're gonna get a wooden door spot.
Maybe a thumbtack.
Yeah, like it's not like super hardcore. It's more like
Yeah.
chill. It's
Yeah.
more NXT.
More NXT hardcore. But Daisuke Sasaki does win this. Next, we are getting Brent Banks and Sheldon Jean against the Good Brothers, defending their first defense of the MLP Canadian Tag Team Championship.
Okay, so immediately right off the bat, I like we were complaining about Festus,
Hmm.
who that's going to be his name forever, and he went full Festus in this. Exactly what we said.
Hmm.
We were surprised he didn't do in the other one. He stopped. He like wasn't trying at all in this match. He
Hmm.
just existed, and
It's a
then
payday for him.
uh, Benny Banks fire in the booth. I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell is in. He
Brent
was
Banks, but yeah,
he is really good, but he has like this weird and I think he's trying to do a character like these weird facial
yeah,
expressions that he makes and like position like poses that he does
yeah.
and it doesn't look funny. It just looks like really dumb.
As the kids
Like
say, it's cringe.
it looks like a glitching like video game character.
Yeah,
And I don't know and it was at times when I'm like why are you your guy's getting his ass kicked in the ring and he's like making these weird like trying to get himself over. Do you know what
over.
I mean?
Yeah,
And I don't know,
but
but he's a
Sheldon
really good
Jean
wrestler.
definitely is.
Sheldon Jean is great.
Yeah, we knew that already, though. We've seen Sheldon Jean multiple times.
Sheldon Jean is actually very
Yeah,
good.
and
Banks is good too, but
I And we get new champs already.
So I have a question for you.
And I know why.
But let's break it down before you know why.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good move or a bad move? And
I
then
like
tell
this
them
move.
why.
I like this move. Your first champions have you give them the first belt and it's name recognition now. An actual established tag team has won. Okay? Changing it right away to local talent, guys that are going to be on your TV week to week because they are starting their weekly TV show. So that means tapings are starting soon. You're not going to have Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson on your week to week show.
Okay, so now that you've explained it, can I explain to you why this was a bad decision?
Mhm.
You got name recognition for less than 24 hours. What they should have done was had them win the belts, had them win again here, and then on the first episode of your TV show, you put over your new homegrown talent and you get people to watch by
Or on
saying,
multiverse,
but I would do it on the TV show. You do it by having Gallows and Anderson show up on your first episode of
which
TV
will
and
bring
have
the
them win.
eyes.
And then you have them
Yeah.
win, and now people know, oh, these guys beat these guys. Because you got name recognition. No one even heard that they were the champions because they immediately lost the belts.
Lost the belts, yeah. Well, I
Like
mean,
no
I could
no
see
articles
your
had time to run with anything because you're like, oh, they already lost it.
yeah, yeah.
And
Uh,
knowing them, these pay-per-views were taped on Friday and Saturday and not Saturday and Sunday and just played the next they were I don't think they were live.
no, they weren't. I don't think they were.
Like right because we went when we went was ours live?
Ours was live, yeah, and that was on a Saturday though.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like it's it would have been better I know why they
They're your
didn't
new
do it.
belts, and you've already hot shotted them.
And you could have used your leverage on the TV, but I know why they didn't do them because I bet you to get them on TV
Would
costs a
cost way
lot
too much.
more money than getting them on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, yeah, because if you get them on TV, they'll probably have to sign a 3-4 episode deal kind of thing, and
And then you have to give them like probably like royalties for every time that episode replays.
a percentage of the ad revenue and all that.
Yeah, where the pay-per-view they collect the money that they get for the buys and the tickets and they just pay you and
Yeah,
you walk out the door.
yep. But we do have new champ. Brent Banks and Sheldon Jean did what Sheldon Jean and Bryce Hansen couldn't do the night before.
This was a good match. Don't
It
get me
was,
wrong.
yeah. It's just and Carl Anderson is still like he could
Yeah,
still go.
Festus is just he was here for
He's
the
there.
paycheck.
He's there to be a big man.
Yeah.
I'd actually even say AJ Francis is a better big man than he is right now.
I would say AJ Francis at his peak is better than
Doc Gallows.
Doc Gallows at his peak.
Yeah. With that, we are getting our rematch: Giselle Shaw versus Deonna Purrazzo for the MLP Women's Canadian Championship.
Literally, like don't
This
even
was better than
misquote
the
me.
night before.
This is a 5-star fucking banger match.
Yeah. You were saying about the other match. I think this was the match of the night.
I still think Kiyomiya versus because I think I was expecting it less. I've seen this
Yeah.
match already like 10 times.
And we know we know they
times.
can be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be 5 matches, have 5 banger matches in a row and be this consistent with the same opponent and not get boring.
It's but I think the reverse win leaves us like okay, now there has to be a third match and I think
Yeah.
this is what I think though. I think there's a chance. I mean multiverse. I don't know what the book is. Do you want to check what are the matches booked for multiverse?
Multiverse. The only match so far that's booked is Mystico, Amazing Red, and Masquerada Dorada versus the Rascals.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you're gonna have her defend the belt, and then let's say Deonna Purrazzo comes out and beats her down. The Ring of Honor pay-per-view is coming up.
Yeah.
What if the match for the MLP women's belt
Is on Ring of Honor?
on Ring of Honor? Deonna Purrazzo wins it. They let Deonna Purrazzo go over to for
MLP.
a couple episodes of the MLP show and then lose it back to her.
Well, yeah, because the MLP show airs after, was it Super Card of Honor in July?
I think so, but it's better like that because this way you can use Deonna Purrazzo on TV. You're
Yeah.
clearly Tony Khan likes well I can't remember his name. Who's
Which
the guy
one?
that owns MLP?
Oh, Scott Demore.
He clearly Tony Khan likes Scott Demore,
Yeah.
and because that's who his deal with TNA was with, right?
Yeah.
Prior,
Because it was TNA had an AEW and a CMLL deal.
yeah, and I mean, I think Deonna Purrazzo needs something to do anyways.
Oh, actually, they moved it up this year. Super Card of Honors in May,
Okay, and when does the first episode of
July.
July? See, that now it works.
Yeah, yeah, that does work. But yeah, but like you said, Giselle Shaw does win this, so now we need to have the rubber match.
And then you know what you could do? You could have Deonna Purrazzo lose the belt on the TV show to one of the up and coming women. That way you don't have to make
Alice Crowley,
you
maybe?
don't have that way, yeah. Then you can have the heel who I will actually I don't know if she's really a heel, Giselle Shaw in MLP.
She is. She does act like a heel. The only reason why she was cheered was because she's in Windsor. It's her
Okay,
hometown.
so she could chase after the belt as the
Yeah.
heel, and then you have a storyline built in.
I want my belt back kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm you're not even Canadian, right? Like so.
this
With
guy has
that,
good ideas.
our main
3 out
event
of
of
10.
the evening. Well, me and Scott Demore were like this, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
our main event of the evening, it's a six-way elimination gauntlet match for the interim, your favorite, interim MLP championship. Stu Grayson, Jay Lethal, Michael Oku, Rich Swann, Rohan Raja, and Jonathan Gresham. I was very surprised to see Jonathan Gresham.
I think my favorite segment was the first one, Jay
The
Lethal
and
and
Michael
Michael
Oku,
Oku.
yeah, that was the
Um,
best like segment of matches.
and like I don't know what happened there, but Jonathan Gresham went from like the most jacked guy we've ever seen to literally like a grandpa.
Yeah, he's looking a little chubbies.
He's like looking real old with a big beer belly and like,
Yeah.
like
He used to be have like a six pack.
he was jacked as hell when he was
Yeah.
in Ring of Honor.
But I don't
Anyways,
know. So yeah, your first matchup
he's
is
living
Jay
off his
Lethal.
wife's money.
Yeah, right. He's living off of those WWE royalties from Jordan Grace. Um, but what do we got? We got so Michael Oku and Jay Lethal start off, which was the best segment.
I think
And
so,
then
yeah.
Michael Oku surprisingly gets the pin on Jay Lethal, which is great on Jay Lethal putting over someone like Michael Oku.
All he
That's a
does is
great,
put people over.
yeah, that's all Jay Lethal does, which is great. That's what he should be doing. With that, we get Rohan Raja up and next and gets like an immediate pin on Oku. Like it's like immediate.
I didn't like that. I thought
No,
that was really a strange move. Maybe they were pressed for time and they knew that last segment had to go this long, but
yeah,
like that was a weird call. The Jay Lethal versus Michael Oku segment wasn't that like super long, but
no,
it felt like an
because the
arc.
final segment was long.
Yeah, but it felt like a whole arc with the Jay Lethal thing. Like it felt like
Yeah.
10 minutes, even if it wasn't.
If anything, they should have given the quick pin to Oku over Raja.
Yeah.
He because Raja
But I
tried to,
understand what they're trying to do.
now they're building something here.
Continue.
Yep. And then we get the quick pin, and then what's his name comes out. We get Rich Swann out. And then we had a longer segment with Rich Swann and Rohan Raja, which was pretty good. I didn't mind this.
It was, yeah, it's not like the wrestling was bad, but I would think I would have rather have watched Rich Swann versus Michael Oku.
Goku. Their styles work a little bit
Yeah.
better. But Mike Rick what's his name? Rohan Raja gets the pin on Rich Swann as well. And then we get Stu Grayson out. And that Stu Grayson and Rohan Raja was a really good segment as well.
It was, yep.
And they told the story. I think that's why they kept Raja in, is they told the story how Stu Grayson has never been able to beat Rohan Raja. Like he's faced him three times for the Prestige Championship, and he was never able to beat him, right? So now he finally pinned him, and Stu Grayson gets the win over Raja. And then we get Jonathan Gresham out. And this was the longest. There was a lot of technical work in this match.
Yeah,
Like a
this
lot
was
of,
a good, like this whole match was good.
yeah, the way it was paced, the way it was like, I like these gauntlet matches. Like I like when they do gauntlet matches like this. So the pacing was good. They had ground wrestling. They had technical wrestling. They had everything in this match. And Stu Grayson, like he is, I would say we might have to add a category for most underappreciated.
We could, yeah, definitely, because I was gonna say to you right now, I think it's weird the lack of attention he's ever gotten.
Hmm.
Even when he was on big companies, they
Yeah.
never pushed him at all. And then when you watch him wrestle when he's healthy, he's so good that it's like it's
Yeah.
a strange thing that you never let him really do. Like when we were watching the Dark Order, I know he
Hmm.
was injured for a chunk of it, but like it was always
John Silver always got the
John
attention.
Silver and
Allen
Alex
Angels?
Reynolds
Oh, Alex Reynolds, yeah.
was always the two people that were on every episode of everything, and then
Even though the
occasionally the
original
third
Dark
person.
Order
Yeah,
were Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
yeah. Occasionally you would get Uno in one of the three-way matches, or like back in the days you'd get
Mm.
Hangman or Anna Jay. But it became like Stu Grayson just existed even when he
Yeah.
wasn't injured. They weren't
But
using him.
we do get the Dark Order reunion when before the match when Evil Uno comes out and gives Stu Grayson that pep talk.
If I'm ML, sorry, I thought you. I know you thought I froze there.
No, no, no.
If I'm MLP, if I'm Scott D'Amore, I'm pushing hard, hard, hard to get Stu Grayson either in the junior tournament for Noah or the junior tournament for New Japan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've already announced some names for the junior tournament.
We've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. So, but in the end, though, Stu Grayson is your MLP champion. Like this year, and I would even consider like I mean, nothing's going to beat the Tanahashi moment, but I think this has to be in contention for feel good too.
I
To
mean,
see,
it might. I don't know if it's that feel good.
I mean, I feel good for Stu Grayson. It made me feel happy
I
for him. The
feel good
emotion
when I
he,
eat Chinese food
Mm.
until after I eat Chinese food. But
New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits.
yeah,
Chinese food makes me sick. Remembers that one?
I hope nobody. Um,
I think two of those guys are dead now.
okay, thank you. Um,
LFO, baby.
that's crazy. You just threw me for a loop. It's it could be on the list now, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
making it till the end of the year.
No, but I mean, it made me feel good to finally see
Yeah, I'm
Stu
not saying
Grayson
I'm
get
not.
some. Yeah,
I won't disagree with you now, but I think by the end of the year, it's not unless our short list is a long list.
yeah. But we'll see. But I mean, other than that, that's all in all. I found this show more entertaining than the first one. Not by much.
I don't know if it was more entertaining, but it was better.
Yeah.
Like it was a better choreographed event than the
It
first
was
one.
more fluid. It told a better
Yeah.
story from beginning to
The
end.
matches felt like they had meaning, where in the first one it just felt you threw a bunch of people into matches.
Yeah.
But also the first one had lots of it had like actually this one had like a bunch of titles on the line too.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did I give the last one?
You gave the last one a 7-4.
I'll give this one a 7-6.
And I'm slightly better on mine too. I gave the last one a 7-6. I gave this one a 7-7.
Okay, so there it's pretty good.
Yeah. So,
Because the last one was really fun.
yeah.
I thought the first one was really fun, but I just think there was like room to grow in terms
To
of like
improve, yeah.
technical
I mean, we'll
aspect.
see. We'll see what they do with multiverse now.
Yeah. Also, the commentating was smoother here.
Yeah,
The
there was
camera work was better,
no moral.
which is weird because he wasn't like bad or anything.
No.
But I think just
And
it
is
was a little
Morrow
bit
going to be
smoother.
the week to, I know Don Callis is going to be the week to week host on MLP. And is it going to be Callis and Ronaldo?
It could be. I don't know. They didn't announce anything official
Because
yet.
Ronaldo's done all the MLP shows except this one.
I think what's going to happen is every 2 weeks they're going to film 2 episodes, and it's just going to be air one week, air the next week, then they'll film two, and then
Yeah.
air and air. Because Don Callis is not flying out every fucking week to film one episode of
And
this
I
show.
also think they may either that or they may do what TNA used to do back in the day. They used to film a month of shows in 2 days. So they would film their shows Friday and Saturday and then air them
Well,
throughout
TNA is still doing a thing apparently where at the end of their pay-per-views they film the next week's Impact.
Yeah. Well, they AEW used to do that too with Dynamite and Collision.
Yeah, they still do that now.
Yeah.
I'm
least they don't
pretty sure they're both filmed back to back.
Yeah.
Uh,
So with that out of the way, guys, tune in again tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have most likely New Japan. New Japan is doing Sakura Genesis, so we will be reviewing that, and we're also going to be having NXT Stand and Deliver for you, which is weird, which is not on WrestleMania weekend this year. I think
Yeah.
there's just too much during WrestleMania weekend, so I thought,
I think people are pulling out of Mania weekend and aiming for the weekend before and the weekend after now, so they don't have wrestling fatigue, and they guarantee that people are going to watch
going
that
to
show
show
now.
up, yeah.
Because the wrestling's in the air, I guess.
Yeah, because they're doing Stand and Deliver out of St. Louis. They're not even in Vegas for it.
It
So,
probably costs a lot of money to do stuff in Vegas.
yeah.
And it
So,
probably costs nothing to do stuff in St.
and,
Louis.
and before we go, Chris Jericho, AEW return.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. You want to talk about that for a second?
We can do that real quick. Yeah. Surprisingly, I saw this. I think was it you that sent me the meme or was it Fab that sent me the meme?
I didn't
Hey,
send
we
you a
got.
meme.
I think I sent it to you. Fab sent it to me. Triple H is on the phone, right? He's like, "Hey Jericho, you want to come back to WWE? We got a spot for you to get retired by Goldberg on Saturday night's main event." And then you see Chris Jericho on AEW. AEW, I'm home.
Yeah. I mean, I don't talking to WWE fans about it this week has
Hmm.
been a weird conversation of they're like
Because there
upset
was
at Chris
talks. They were.
Jericho.
He was ready to sign.
Yeah, it seems like they're very upset with Chris Jericho and they're treating this like, oh, he's being held hostage by
No,
AEW.
he.
And it's
It's
like,
his choice.
I think he had the injury time. I'm like, I think he genuinely saw what they're gonna give me in WWE, not really money wise, but like I'm gonna come back just to be a flunky and then get retired. And he
Yeah,
doesn't want
it's
to. He's
like,
not ready
look,
to
he
retire.
saw he saw the Cena retirement, he saw the
Yeah,
Goldberg retirement, and he's like, no, I don't want that.
he's not ready
Compare
to
that to the
retire.
compare that to the Sting retirement.
I think they should let him get a little bad guy faction going and go over to Japan. Help out Tanahashi. Go be a heel
A
over
heel
there,
faction there, yeah.
you know? Or do some kind of stuff like that. Have him join House of Torture. I don't know. Just but I also think it's if you don't play your cards right, it could be detrimental to AEW as well because we've seen what he did in the end of his last run that he had,
With the
where he
learning
was
tree,
just
yeah.
I mean, though it was funny, but he was just a charisma vacuum sucking everybody else's like
Yeah,
character out
the
of them.
mid-card vortex of
Yeah,
nothingness.
and it's like anyone he fought didn't get elevated; they all got
Yeah,
other than
the only reason why Bandito got over is Bandito got himself over.
yeah, except for the hardcore match he had with Hook, which I thought was
Yeah,
fun. I think that everything else was like pretty shit.
mediocre, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for watching. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.